Welcome to today's explainer. Okay, so did you know that a completely staggering number of six-figure earners are literally still living paycheck to paycheck? It's wild. Today, we're tackling a topic that is going to fundamentally change how you look at every single dollar you make. We're talking about the river of money, and more specifically, how to turn your everyday income into lasting, sustainable wealth. If you've ever felt like you're working incredibly hard but just not getting ahead financially, you are in exactly the right place. Let's dive right into this.
I mean, have you ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and genuinely thought to yourself, wait, where did all my money go? You know you worked hard for it, you know you got paid, but somehow by the time that next paycheck rolls around, your money has mysteriously vanished. It's almost like it went on vacation without you. It's a universal pain point. We have absolutely all been there, staring at a screen, feeling that mix of confusion and frustration. But today, we're going to solve that mystery once and for all.
Section 1. The analogy. The river versus the waterfall. To start fixing this, we actually need to change how we visualize our finances. Think of your financial life like it's a river. Every paycheck, every little side hustle, every dividend, it's all just a stream flowing right into that river. Now, the big question isn't really whether you have water, because most of us do have water flowing in, right? The real question is, where is that water actually flowing? Let's look at two totally different approaches here. On the left, we have Family River. When money comes in, they divide it with strict intention. They pay their essential expenses first, then they save, then they invest. And only after that do they spend on things they enjoy, totally guilt-free. They have a system. On the right, we have Family Waterfall. They earn a great income, maybe even more than Family River, but they have absolutely no plan. Financial decisions are emotional for them. Every raise is just an excuse to upgrade their car, and every bonus gets blown on a spontaneous trip. Their money arrives and immediately rushes right back out. Now imagine fast-forwarding 20 years. Both of these families worked hard. Both got promotions. Both faced those unexpected life events that hit all of us. But because small financial choices made consistently really compound over time, their lives look completely different by year 20. One family is experiencing absolute, true freedom. And the other, well, they're kind of living in a state of quiet panic. Let's take a look at exactly what Family River built over those 2 decades. Because they intentionally directed their money toward fertile valleys, they now have these robust investment accounts and a rock-solid emergency fund. They've picked up income-producing assets, and they literally carry little to no consumer debt. But the absolute biggest thing? They have financial confidence. Sure, unexpected expenses still pop up, obviously, but they just write a check and move on. They built a system that protects them. Contrast that with Family Waterfall's results. Despite earning a really fantastic income over the years, they are just constantly struggling. Because their money immediately rushed out like a waterfall, every single financial emergency now requires them to take out another loan. Debt payments are just eating up a huge chunk of their paychecks, and their retirement savings are dangerously minimal. After 20 years of grinding at work, they're still asking that exact same exhausting question: where did all our money go? And the crazy thing is, the difference wasn't one massive mistake. It was simply years and years of unmanaged cash flow. Section 2. The core concept. Creating financial margin. You know, there's this massive myth in our society that making more money is the only way to find financial freedom. And sure, making more money absolutely helps, but true freedom, it actually lives right here, in margin. Margin is simply the space between the money coming in and the money going out. That gap right there, that space is where your freedom actually lives. It's what allows you to save, to invest, to handle emergencies without having a complete meltdown, and honestly, to sleep a whole lot better at night. The larger your financial margin becomes, the more options life gives you. It's a real game changer.
Section 3. The mechanics. 4 destinations for dollars.
Okay, so now that we know margin is the ultimate goal, we have to understand where the water in our river is actually going to create that margin. To get a real grip on your cash flow, you have to realize that every single dollar you earn is eventually going to end up in one of 4 specific places: consumption, debt payments, savings, and assets. Consumption, well, that's your everyday life: food, clothes, travel, and yeah, even those artisanal lattes that are currently funding your local barista's retirement. It's not a bad thing, it just shouldn't consume everything. Debt payments, that's just money going toward paying back your past self. Savings create your security blanket for emergencies. But the golden destination? Assets. Assets are like seeds. You plant them now so they grow into wealth later. Your absolute ultimate goal is to send as much of your money as humanly possible toward assets, so they can start doing the heavy lifting for you. Section 4. The blueprint, the monthly checkup and cash flow formula. Just like you go to a doctor for a yearly physical to catch small problems before they become major ones,
Your finances deserve that exact same level of attention. You really need to treat your cash flow like a monthly checkup. I highly, highly recommend asking yourself these 5 questions at the end of every single month. 1. Did I actually spend less than I earned? 2. Did I save or invest something? And remember, the habit of doing this matters way more than the dollar amount when you're just starting out. 3. Did my purchases bring lasting value? 4. Did I reduce debt or increase assets? And question 5, which is arguably the most powerful one of the bunch, if I repeat this month's habits for the next 10 years, will I actually be happy with the result? Your future is literally hiding right inside your daily habits.
When you start answering those questions correctly month after month, you enter what we call the wealth cycle. You earn income, you spend wisely to create positive cash flow, and then you use that cash flow to buy assets. The absolute magic happens when those assets start generating more income. This flows right back into your river, allowing you to repeat this cycle over and over again. It becomes this amazing, self-sustaining flywheel. This right here is how true wealth quietly and sustainably grows behind the scenes, literally while you sleep. Before we wrap up, I really want this specific thought to sink in. A high income does not guarantee financial success. Let me say that again. A huge paycheck does not mean you're going to automatically be wealthy. How you guide that money does. It is all about the direction of your flow. Consistency and intentional direction matter so much more over a lifetime than the size of the initial stream.
Section 5. The challenge. Become a cash flow detective. Listen, an explainer is really only as good as the action you take after watching it. So I have a direct challenge for you this week to put these mechanics into practice. I want you to become a cash flow detective. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, track every single dollar that comes into your life and every single dollar that goes out. Write it down. Use an app, use a notebook, whatever works for you. But here is the catch. You have to do this with absolutely zero judgment. Don't beat yourself up over that third takeout order. Just pure observation. You see, you cannot improve your habits until you are fully aware of what they actually are. Awareness always comes before improvement. As you look at your list of expenses at the end of the week, I want you to look really closely at the data and ask yourself, which of these expenses actually helped to build my future and which ones just kind of disappeared into the desert? Reflect on that for a bit. It might completely change how you view your next paycheck. Every dollar is a chance to guide your river. And hey, speaking of guiding money, make sure you join us for our next explainer where we're going to dive into how wealthy people use money completely differently. It's way less about the members and all about the mindset. Until then, keep observing your river.